What I really liked about the robotic pallet loader is the footprint is smaller than the pallet pool. I think the robot moves slightly quicker than the pallet pool, and it's also going shorter distance. So if you see behind me, we have one part that's kind of longer, and we have it just taking up the whole shelf. And then we have another shelf that has smaller parts. So that shelf will hold 12 units, and we have this other shelf set up to only hold 3, but it can also hold another 12. So you can have up to 24 pallets, but it's a little bit more interchangeable than the pallet pool. What's really cool about having a pallet pool and a robotic pallet loader is we use the same work holdings on both. Smaller jobs that are fit a 500 pallet pool, we can now run on our 750 if we get overbooked on that. My name is Johnny Goode. I'm the president and co-owner of MSP Manufacturing. We're located in Bloomington, Indiana. So in 2018, we were awarded a contract for the Navy. However, we outsourced all of it because we didn't have 5-axis equipment. So we spent a lot of money having this other supplier machine things that we could now do lights out. So in 2022, we added the 20 pallet pool, which was our first real form of automation. And what was nice is when people think of automation or adding robots or cobots, they think it's this real complicated process. But what's nice about the Haas automation is it's plugged into the same controller. You're just scheduling it. You're adding programs like you would if it was just without any pallets. So the automation function of Haas is super simple and very easy for people that already know the Haas controller. While we do have multiple 5-axis machines, I think only a handful of parts are, true synchronized 5-axis programming. Where we've seen a huge value is on simple parts that are just a 3+2s. So things that would take, weeks to have a person manually load and unload are being done in less than a week because we're utilizing 24 hours of a day rather than just the 10 hours they were here. So what separates MSP from other, typical machine shops is the fact that we do have a machine shop. We have our own core product, and then we also have an assembly department that are doing very tedious and intricate assemblies for the avionic industry. MSP was famous for our core product, which are found in the cockpit of virtually every commercial aircraft that's airborne. So some of those products include switch guards, clamps, case assemblies, avionic cooling ducts, so that sits in between the pilot and co-pilot and cools the instruments. And then recently we've been getting into the firearms and space industries as well. A lot of parts we make are mission critical parts that are ending up in the hands of the warfighter or air support for the warfighter, which is extremely crucial. So I never want pinned down soldiers to not have the assets they need because we were too slow in producing the parts. But by having these new 5-axis machines and purchasing more new machines, we're able to do more work that we would have outsourced. And that's what's bringing in revenue and also increasing our bottom line. So not only are we adding revenue, but we're adding margin to our revenue, which is allowing us to be more profitable, buy more machines, which again increases your profitability exponentially. So I'm really excited that what used to be a foreign concept is now within our realm, and that I think we're gonna surpass it. And I think in 10 years when we look back, we're gonna think like, oh, we were only doing that much, and look at where we're at now.